Welcome, all my fellow Washington brethren and sister. I am your man and resident Washington football team fan, Lou. Thank you for joining me here on the Washington Football Report, special edition, post first round draft, 2021 NFL draft, first round in the books. Washington football team stands pat at 19, as I predicted. Took Jamin Davis, linebacker out of Kentucky, as I predicted. I got 9 picks in my mock draft, right? Jamin Davis to Washington at 19 was one of them. And there is a lot that goes into this pick. I explained that in the mock draft that I did, that Ron Rivera was looking for a specific type of player. And there were options available. As we saw with this draft, how the board kind of fell, if they really wanted Justin Fields, he was there for the taking. Now, the Bears gave up quite a bit, and they were only 1 pick behind us. So it's not like the Bears came all the way from 28 to get up to 11 with the Giants. The Bears came up from 20. They were 1 pick behind us, and they gave up a bunch of picks, including a 2022 first-round pick. So the price was steep. If you wanted to go up and get your quarterback, it was steep. Again, there's no price too big to pay. If you believe in that guy, you go get him. You don't worry about what the price of doing business is, what the cost of doing business is. You just go get your guy. They didn't believe in any of these quarterbacks. That's the biggest takeaway, is that they didn't believe in any of these quarterbacks enough to go up and make the move to go get them. At least not the ones, not first or second, Trevor Lawrence or Zach Wilson. They didn't believe in any of the other guys enough to go up and get them. And Trey Lance, too, throw him in there. They may have loved him. He may have been the one. He may have been the guy they would have been willing to go up and get. Well, he was going at 3. So they didn't have an opportunity to get him, Trevor Lawrence, or Zach Wilson. So that tells you they didn't love Mac Jones. They could have went up and got him. He didn't come off the board until 15 in New England. They could have went up and got him. If they really loved Justin Fields as much as some of you did out there and wanted to go get him, he was there at 11. They could have gone up and got him. As we saw with the Giants and the Cowboys, the draft makes bedfellows out of sworn enemies. We talked about this already. You know, the thought process was, hey, not going to be able to get to 10, 11, or 12. All of them NFC East teams. If the price is right, money, 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 money. If the price is right and you paying in draft capital, oh, you can come on up here, man. Come on in, man. Have a seat right here. We'll make sure we get you something to eat. We'll make you nice and comfortable. You got the draft capital. I got the pick for you, man. Come get it. So if they wanted Justin Fields, they could have got Justin Fields. They didn't want Justin Fields. If they wanted JOK, they could have got him. He was there at 19. He didn't get picked in the first round. I'm not saying that that's an indictment on JOK as much as I'm just saying. I'm just saying. The whole NFL passed, minus about 3 or 4 teams that weren't in the first round. But the whole NFL essentially said, hey, we good on JOK, including Washington. And I'm not saying he's not a good football player, but the upside on JOK versus the upside on Jamin Davis, it's up here for Jamin Davis. It's right here for JOK, but it's higher for Jamin Davis. That's all I'm saying. JOK is a hell of an athlete. He's going to be a really good football player in this league. I believe in JOK, but I believe in Jamin Davis more. And let me tell you the difference between when I first did my breakdown of Jamin Davis, and if you've watched that already, you're probably thinking, we got a bum. We reached in the first round. Au contraire, my friend. So that was before I did the deep dive. I did Jamin Davis in passing. All of the information I gathered at that point pointed to him being a mid-round draft pick. So I only watched a couple of games. I actually picked one really good one in Tennessee. It was a hell of a game for him. And I picked another game. And I looked at his weight. I looked at the second game that I watched, and, I weighed the Tennessee game, and I said, man, he was pretty damn good in that game. But the other game was, kind of small. And even in the Tennessee game, he had his struggles at times. He's a really small guy. We'll see. I don't think he's going to be a guy we see come off the board in the first 2 days of the draft. And then his pro day happened. And then he put on 10 pounds at that pro day. And he came in 10 pounds heavier, and he ran fast, and he jumped high, and he did all of those things. And you're like, maybe I need to go back and watch some more tape. And that's what the combine usually does. And that's why I told you, I missed the combine from that standpoint. Is that maybe, just maybe, I need to do some more homework. That's what the combine usually does. When a guy goes and blazes the combine, I go, oh, got some work to do on this guy. He just went and lit it up. Let me see if the tape matches what this guy did on the field at the combine. Well, for me, the pro day was that eye-opening experience for me with Jamin Davis. So I went back to the drawing board with Jamin Davis. I went back and watched some more games. 4 to be exact. And what I came away saying is that, yeah, on tape, he gets stuck on blocks sometimes. Sometimes he gets roughhoused because he was a smaller guy. But you know who else has some of those issues sometimes too? Darius Leonard. You know who else isn't a big guy? Darius Leonard. You know what Darius Leonard played at last year? And look, he's not Darius Leonard, but that's the comp. 215 is what Darius Leonard played at last year. You're going to tell Darius Leonard that he's too small to play middle linebacker in this league at 215? Or are you going to say, hey, Darius, go get him? You're going to say, hey, Darius, go get him. Because you're an all-pro caliber linebacker. That's what I think we just got in Jamin Davis. Similar skill set. Actually, Jamin Davis, if we're being honest with one another and we're keeping it a buck, he's actually a better athlete than Darius Leonard. I think Darius Leonard is more intellectually locked in at the linebacker position when he came into the league. I think they were at 2 different spaces in terms of their understanding of reading and reacting and getting downhill and making plays, but that can come with time. But you can't teach, or as they like to say in the scouting community, the uncoachables is 6'4", 6'3", 6'4", apples, oranges, bananas, peaches, you call it what you want, 6'3", 6'4", one of the two, 234, but more importantly, the explosiveness. You can't teach 4'3", 940. You can't teach a 41-inch vertical. You can't teach an 11 broad. You can't teach those things. Either you have that explosion or you don't. Jamin Davis has that explosion. So what we got is an athlete who is physical, who can drop into coverage, 5 career interceptions in the collegiate game, 1 for a touchdown against Tennessee. Again, if you want to see the best of Jamin Davis, turn on the Tennessee game. Turn on the Tennessee game. He's all over the football field, including that pick 6. You want another good game? Turn on the NC State game. You want another game? Turn on the Florida game. You'll see instances and flashes of a guy that you say, okay, we can work with this. We got some legit speed. So if you're feeling somber about this pick, or you're feeling down because we passed on JOK, or you wanted Trayvon Merrick, or you wanted somebody else other than Jamin Davis, that's okay. Just know we got ourselves a football player, dude. We got us a baller, man. And the one thing that we can't get enough of on this defense, that we haven't had for years, is speed. Boy, we can't get enough of that. And now I look around at this defense and I say, well, got a 4-4 guy over here on this side in Montez Sweat. Got a 4-5 guy over here on the other side in Chase Young. Got a 4-4 guy over here in linebacker Cole Holcomb. Got a 4-3 guy here in the middle in Jamin Davis. Got a 4-3 guy out there at cornerback in William Jackson. Got a 4-4 guy over there on the other corner in Kendall Fuller. And I'm looking around and I'm saying, man, we just missing a safety. That's it. That's all. That's it. Give me one of them things. I'll take Landon Collins. I'll take our guy from Arkansas last year, Cameron Curl. Give me one of those dudes at the other safety spot. Give me one more safety. And look, I love the depth. If we draft a safety, without drafting a safety, we got depth at safety. You know, look, I know you guys don't love Troy Aikman. You probably don't even want him on the roster, and that's fine. He's a hell of a special teams player. I don't think he's going anywhere. But that said, we got plenty of depth at safety, even if we don't do anything. But we can. It's the same concept with tackle. Hey, we good at tackle, but we can be better at tackle. We can upgrade. Let me upgrade you. We can do that at tackle. We can also do that at safety. We one more piece away from completing this defense. Jamin Davis was the missing piece. We could use another linebacker. We don't have to be done at linebacker, but if we don't do anything else at linebacker, and they say, hey, what's my man name from Michigan last year? Khaleke Hudson, get out there and play weak side linebacker. I'm cool with that. I don't know about you. I'm cool with that. More speed. Why not? 4 or 5, get out there, run around. Let's do some things. I got no problems with that. If they don't do another thing at linebacker, I'm perfectly fine. We needed the middle linebacker. That was the guy we had to get. We got him. Feel good about Jamin Davis. We got ourselves a ball player. For years, tight ends have been running amok all over our defense. Evan Ingram got us last year. First game of the season. You remember the first game of the season? You probably don't remember the first game of the season because we won. We beat the Eagles. We came back. We were down 17-0. We scored, 28 unanswered, whatever it was, 27 unanswered points in that game. I think it was 27-17. So you don't remember that Dallas Goedert ate us for $1 and some change. And was digging in our ass in that first half of that game. You don't probably remember that. We have problems with the tight end. Well, let's cancel those now. That shit is canceled. We got Jamin Davis now. We got a pass defending, dropping into coverage linebacker now. That's over with. Feel good. Feel like we did what we needed to do. Linebacker was one of the biggest needs on the board for this team. Scratch it off the list. Hey, we don't have to be done, but if we are, scratch it off the list. We good. So, now day 2 is important. I told you guys this a long time ago. Day 1 is going to be great, and that's what we put a lot of stock into. Day 2 is going to be more important. We got 3 picks. 1 in the second, 2 in the third. It's going to be a really big day. It's going to be really interesting to see what we do with these 3 picks. And we'll be live tomorrow for the draft party. I want to see you guys there. Hopefully you can chop it up with me and come check out and see what we do. But whatever the case may be, I'm going to keep it real with you. I feel good about where we are and what we're doing going into day number 2 of the draft. And it feels like Ron's plan is in full effect. And ain't no stopping us. Ain't no stopping us now. We on the move. We on the move. We grooving. Yeah, we moving and we grooving. Feels good. In any event, I ain't gonna talk your head off. Jamin Davis, first round pick, 19th overall, Washington football team, linebacker out of Kentucky. Love the pick. I told you I thought it was a realistic situation that's what Washington would do. Ron loves this guy, military background, leader on and off the field. If you listen to his coach, Mike Stoops, talk about Jamin Davis. He's a leader, a guy that's the first on the practice field, last to leave. That's the kind of guy Ron wants. That's the kind of example Ron is looking for. And Ron said, I want a middle linebacker that can also play weak side linebacker, if need be. It's Jamin Davis. He told us what he was trying to do. That's why I mocked him to us. Ron gave us the keys. Some of y'all didn't want the keys because y'all wanted what y'all wanted. But Ron said, here's the key. Y'all was like, nah, you keep that, Ron. I got my own key in my pocket. I'm going to use this key. Well, that key ain't going to open the door, but hey, knock yourself out. But here's the key you need. Here you go. That key was Jamin Davis. So, let's see what Washington does in day number 2 of the draft. We got 3 picks. I'm looking forward to it. Bart Scott! Can't wait. I am a Washington fan, etched in burgundy and gold. My Washington spirit will never die. Washington spirit will never fold. Till we meet again, hail to our beloved Washington football team. It's Ron's plan. Ron's plan. And thus, I'm going to leave you with this. If you weren't with me on the draft party, you didn't see this. But if you don't know, now you know. My girl, my fiance, my lady, my best friend, she put together a package. She's also a Washington football team fan. So she feels the pain, but she's also excited just like we are. So check this out, what she put together, and get you one of these. Exclusive. Limited edition. It's here for a limited time only. So get you some. Pre-order. Ron's Plan. Ron's Plan. See y'all guys tomorrow for day number 2, the 2021 NFL Draft. Have a good one.